Alright, HadesOmega here. Guess what? The system is down again. It's fully charged. It only does this when it's fully charged. Alright. It's error number 8. Alright. Again. Alright, error number 8. So what was 8 again? So I think pretty much all we gotta do is restart it. I don't know why it does this. When it's fully charged, it does this. It says something about abnormal voltage or something. Alright, number 8 is bus voltage too high. You know, that may mean that bus voltage too high. That may mean that maybe the solar, there's too much voltage going in through the solar. I'm not sure. What I'll do is I'll check the solar. But anyway, let's restart this bad boy. So I guess turn the inverter off, unplug this. Okay, and then this should start turning off. And I will unplug the solar panels. Okay, and I will go check the voltage going through the solar panels. It shouldn't be more than 145, all right? I think it freaks out if it's more than 145, but I don't think so. Plus the power output should be down. It's like 3 o'clock right now. It's been down for about an hour. We got 120. I'm getting 124. All right, that's about right now. Okay, I don't know what happened. The fault disappeared and it reset itself, but it turns itself back on. So I'm gonna go fire up that guy, plug that guy back in, and I think we got power again. I think we have power. Let's see if my stun gun is charging. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay, inverter just kicked on. All right, cool deal. I guess I should, I know my refrigerator and all that stuff. Let's plug in the solar panels again, but. Okay. And then I'm gonna start charging my car. That is really annoying. All right. Anyway, it seems to do that whenever the battery is fully charged. So I'm going to go. Maybe there's some kind of setting I need to tune so it doesn't do that. I will get with Ian at Watts 247 and ask him about what the deal is with that. All right. But yeah, I never did this when I only had 3 panels. But when I had 3 panels, there wasn't nearly as much power in the battery. I'll bleed off all that power now. All right, cool. All right, well, it should be. What are we at right now? We're still pulling out 1 kilowatt. That's okay. This will definitely go. Well, it's charged. It still says it's charging. It says it's charging 35 amps. That's a lot, especially if it's like fully charged like that. But anyway, the way I found out it was a problem, the app warned me again. Okay, that's the second time that happened, and it said abnormal. All right, that's what the status was. It said abnormal. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't tell you exactly what the problem is in the app. I don't understand why not. You could just tell you, yeah, it's an error number 8, bus voltage too high, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, I don't know why it's charging. It should not be charging. It should be discharging like a whole lot. Let's see how much we're drawing. Yeah, we're drawing like 1.5 kilowatts. So it's just dumping most of it into the RAV4. So all right, well, whatever. Okay, well, I'll just leave it charging for a couple hours. Get something up. Uh-oh. No power. It did it again. It did it again. Error number 8. Okay, well, let me unplug my car. We're gonna have to do the whole restart again. It would be nice if it defaulted back to the grid if that happened, you know. There it is. Error number 8 again. Bus voltage too high. I don't know what that could mean, you know. Alright, well, maybe don't plug the solar panels in first. It seems to only do it when the battery's at a high state of charge. Yeah, I better go ask Ian about that. I've never seen that before. This is the third time it's done it now. And literally it was only like a minute after I got it back online. No, this one took a lot longer to shut off. Sometimes it takes a long time to shut off, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, the fault disappeared. I will wait till let me wait for it to turn off. It should shut off. So it just reset itself. It should shut off. Let's fully let it shut off first. When I don't see that panel on anymore, I'm gonna turn it back on. Okay, solar panel just disappeared. Because what I did is I just turned it back on after I saw the fault light go away. Oh. Yeah, it just kind of turns off and then it turns back on. Generally, it'll just turn off, you know. Okay, finally shut down. Took 2-3 minutes and it's fully off. I'll leave it off for another minute. That guy went totally dark. Alright, what I maybe what I can do is I can try to, the max voltage it charges to, maybe I could lower it, you know. Like, see this bulk charge? There's a bulk charge and a float charge, so I think that's if it, you know, if the voltage is up there, it'll just keep, if it's fully charged, it defaults to 27, but if it's trying to charge fast, it's 28.8. I'm gonna turn these values down a little bit. So maybe instead of 27, we'll go with 27.5. Yeah, let's go 27.5 and 28. Okay, so I got it on 28.8 and then 27. Okay, I don't know what to do, guys. I'm wondering where it is. It's right next to me. Okay, plug that in. Right. What I'm gonna do is I'll leave the solar panels not hooked up for a little while. Alright, until this gets to like 95%. Anyway, let's go change those settings. It was setting 19 and 20. Okay, there it is. So 19 is 28.8. We'll make that just 28. How about that? Let's go. Okay, 28. That'll make it charge slower though, I think. There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that if you press it really fast, it goes through the menu really fast. I thought every time it beeps, you know. Anyway. Oh, this is at 21. No, 20 should be 27. Okay. We'll make this 26.5 or something. Okay, I lowered all the settings just a little bit. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh yeah, it does do that. I never knew that, guys. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh yeah, it does do that. I never knew that, guys. I didn't know you could just press on the buttons really fast and it'll go through it. I just thought every time you hear the beep, it changes numbers, you know. But that apparently is not so. I learned something new today. Okay. 26.5 and 28. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna let this, yeah, let's let this charge for a little while. Where are we at? 26.2. 27 is when it's totally full. Yeah, let's wait a little bit. Let's wait for this to get to like 25 volts or something, or let's wait for it to get to 10%, then I'll plug the solar panels back in, or let's wait till it gets to 95. Okay, when it gets to 95%, I will plug it back in. I'm pretty sure it's charging my car now. It'll go down fast, don't worry. We're at 50% load right now. Alright, here we go. Okay, it looks like it's been working pretty good for the last like 15 minutes. I'm gonna go plug in the solar panels. We're at 92% charge. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got panels. I heard a click. That might be the solar charger. Okay, now it's charging. We've got .700 watts of solar coming in. 800 watts. This is about that time of day where like it tapers off. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna unplug the car and let it charge up to 100% again, and we'll see what happens. It should charge that pretty fast. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna let that do its thing. It's got about more than 20 amps coming in. 24, 25, something around that. Okay, I'm gonna try to let that go back to 100%, then plug the car back in. Okay, so I just want to see what happens when it fully charges, because this seems to only happen when the battery's fully charged. So, but yeah, you remember I changed the float and the bulk charge settings. Okay, so I don't know, the bulk charge, that means it's gonna charge a little slower. It'll charge yeah, it will charge slower, man. I don't know what the deal with that is, man, but because I think bulk charge is when it's trying to get it charged up fast, and then float charge is like when it's trying to maintain a charge. So, alright, anyway, we'll figure it out. HadesOmega out. Alright, HadesOmega here. It's the next day after the system went down. Looks like we're making full power right now, but the battery is fully charged. And I cleaned the solar panels yesterday, so it should make like a lot of power, and it's not right now. Okay, so the reason is the battery's fully charged. Okay. So it looks like it's not charging anymore. Oh, today looks like a good day. It's not hot or anything. Perfect. Anyway, yeah. So it looks like it stopped short. Yeah, it stopped short. So I didn't have it charge the battery all the way. It doesn't go to 100% anymore. So if you remember correctly, I lowered the charge down to like, I think 28 volts bulk charge, and the float charge was like 26.6 now. So now this doesn't charge it all the way anymore. Maybe it looks like it's working fine that way though. I'm not having a problem with that. So maybe that's the way we're gonna have to keep it. Just have it stop short a little bit of the full capacity. It's kind of a bummer, but okay. Well, anyway, we'll just see how that is. I'm gonna start charging my. So yeah, it's got a full charge light now. I'm gonna start charging my car now, so I don't waste power. Is what I want to say. All right. Okay, I plugged it in. It's making a lot of noise now. It's discharging the battery now. 30 amps. This should be putting out a lot of power right now. I didn't check how much the panels were making. It should be putting out more than 1 kilowatt. So, yeah, it's putting out 1 kilowatt now. Okay, it's discharging now. Not a whole lot. Yeah, only like 20 amps. So that, yeah, the system should be making like full power right now. So it's pretty much enough to power the charger for the vehicle. So anyway, I'm gonna drain it the rest of the day, and then see what happens. And then we'll try it again tomorrow. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I have to stop it short of the full charge. I don't know if that was the problem or not. Another problem I might have heard is like there could be a problem with maybe the grid power. There could be something wrong with the what is it? It's a DC voltage though, I think. So I'm not sure. Okay, but yeah, there you go. It's starting to put out more and more power now. Okay, anyway, it would be interesting to see what the full power it pulls from the panels, because I washed the panels last night. I actually soaped and washed the panels yesterday, so it should be a lot. And as you can see, today is a very nice day. It's very clear. Okay, and there's hardly any clouds in the sky, and I can see the mountains. So we've been having like these crazy forest fires going on. They're still going on, but as you can see, I can see the mountains. That's how I know how smoky it is outside. All right, you know, like probably like 4 days ago, I could barely see the mountains. Okay, and now I could see them, and it ain't clouds or anything. It is smoke. All right, cool. Alright, now about 1.4 now. Actually, I wish we should probably watch this. I should watch this to see at what voltage it will start charging, because it's not charging yet. It's not charged. Well, of course it's not going to charge. The power draws more than it can charge right now. So anyway, there you go. As we go. Okay, HadesOmega here. It's been, wow. All right, it's it's only at like 95%. But anyway, what have we got going on here? We got a lot of power coming in from the solar. We got 1.23 kilowatts. All right, and this is drawing only 12 amps, so it's putting a lot into the car. So what HadesOmega's decided to do is I'm gonna go let this drain the battery, or discharge the battery until it gets to about 90%. All right, so that may take another hour or so, and then I'm gonna let it cycle. So what I'm gonna do, I want to let it fully charge the battery again, and then I want to see what happens. All right, so I don't know. The solar panels are putting out like a lot of power right now, so it's not discharging the battery as fast. So I just want to say, okay, at least the power from the solar panels is going somewhere now. Is what I'm going to say. How many volts are we at? We're at 26.4. If I remember correctly, I think 26 volts. It starts float charging around 26, up to 26 volts. Is what I want to say. So it's still got a pretty full charge. I know it sucks that I had to lower the voltage like that, but anyway, let's see what happens. After it gets to 90%, I will pull the power right here for the car. Okay, then, sorry, the battery ran out. Oh no, I ran out of data on my card, so I had to go download it all. Anyway, we're at 90% now. All right, this thing's just been churning out the power. Okay, so it should be more than that. It should be more than a kilowatt. But I'm gonna unplug it now, and then we'll see what happens when it charges all the way up. Okay, I think it's 2 o'clock right now. I think we should still have some good sunlight for like a couple more hours, so I think we can get it back up to 100. But I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it right now, and then we'll see what happens when it charges all the way up. Generally, this is about the time that like this happens. Okay, it gives me that fault, and it hasn't given it to me, so I'm unclear. Is it the voltage is too high, maybe from the outlet? Voltage too high in the battery? I don't know. Something to do with inside the inverter? I don't know, but I'm trying to watch it very carefully. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go unplug the RAV4 Prime, and then we're gonna let it charge back up to 100% or 98%. I think it only charges up to 98% now. All right, here's we go. Oh yeah. Okay, so I've disconnected the car, and it's trickle charging right now is what it's doing. So it's not gonna charge to 100% anymore. So if you remember correctly, I moved this the low voltage, the float volt charging up to 26.6. So I don't think it's going to charge any lower than that. It's at 90%, and it's so 26.6. So now, see, you can see right now it's like positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So, well, at least this way that error didn't occur, is what I'm going to say. But now it's not really charging anymore. So maybe what I might want to do is tune it up a little bit more, increase the float charging a little bit more. All right. So what it's doing is it was charging up to like, it was putting 28 volts into the battery to charge it. All right, and then when it gets pretty close to the top state of charge, it starts float charging or trickle charging it. Okay, and that's what it's doing right now. So so it's just gonna take a long time. See, it's not really doing anything right now. it says it's fully charged. So what I might want to do is move that up a little bit. It seems like it's excessively low. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna hover around 90% now. That's funny. It charged pretty fast this morning. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna change that setting so it's a little bit higher. I think 90% is kind of too. It's not. I wanted to charge more than that. That's what I want to say. Because there's still a lot. See, it says it's charging. It's doing solar. It's like switching around back and forth. Can't figure out what to do. But at least this way it looks like it prevents it from getting that fault. All right, and then just shutting the whole system down. So I think I made it a little too conservative, so now I'm gonna like bump it back up a little bit. Okay. I don't remember. I think that was setting 19. It was 20, setting number 20. So at 26.5, it stops charging. So I might wanna move that up more. Let's do 26.9 or something. Okay, there we go. So now it's charging again. 10 amps. So when this gets to about 26.9, it'll stop charging. So that's it. That's just playing with it, you know. It's not even going to do the bulk charge. So it's charging at a really slow state of charge right now. But okay, anyway, when this gets to 26.9, we'll see what happens. Okay. We're at 90%. This should go past 90% now. It's dumping some pretty good current into the battery. It's only like half the current though. So it's trickle charging it right now. If you can call that trickle charging. So we'll see what happens. I'll come back and then we'll see what the state of charge is. And then I think I want to get it somewhere around 95% is fine. Because I think this is already pretty conservative. The settings are already pretty conservative. And like I just made it even more. So I think that was too much. So I think it was what, 20? I don't remember what I had it last time. Anyway, yeah, we'll come back when it stops charging and we'll see what happens. What I might want to do, yeah, maybe it was a good idea to turn the bulk charging rate down. I'm not sure. But it was charging pretty fast earlier, so maybe that bulk charging rate was too high. Maybe the float voltage is okay. All right, because I think the float voltage is the one that tells it how high to charge the battery. All right, so the bulk voltage is like when the battery is kind of low state of charge and it just wants to just dump as much power in there as possible. And then the float voltage is like a trickle charge, where it tapers off the charge at the top end of the state of charge, and slows it down so it doesn't overcharge. But right now it says it's charged still. It's fully charged still. So yeah, I think I made the settings overly conservative, but it's charging now. So we'll see at what percentage it stops charging. I went from 26.5 to 26.9. I think that's pretty close to what it was yesterday. So all right. Anyway, when it stops charging, we'll see what happens if we get that fault again. All right, here's we go. Okay, yeah. So you can see here in the manual, the 19 and 20. All right. Was set at 28.8 and I lowered it down to 28 so it won't charge as fast like that. And then the floating charge, that's like, I think that's a trickle charge. When it gets to the higher state of charge, it keeps it around 27 volts charge. So I'm thinking, so the default is 27, maybe that was too high. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and, since we changed this one yesterday, let's put this one back to 27 and let's see what happens. All right, it's 26.9, it's literally 27 already, so. Okay, so we'll set that back to 27 It's already at 27, is that according to this? I think that's it. But it's still putting, oh no, it's not. The battery says it's 27. See, so one thing I've noticed is it says the battery's at 27.1 volts, but it's not. It's at 26.8. That's almost like 3/10 of a volt off. So this is off by what it actually is. I tell you this is probably more accurate than this. I would trust this more than this. Okay, so yeah, you have to kind of like tune it a little bit. So maybe it could have been like, yeah, the voltage is too high yesterday. So maybe we'll see what happens. It tried to charge it past the 100% yesterday or something. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. So pretty much all that's different than from yesterday is this is 28 volts, all right, so it won't charge as fast. And then when it's fully charged, it'll try to maintain at 27 volts, okay? So when this gets close to 27 volts, it should stop. It's pretty close to 27 volts right now. All right, we'll come back when it's at 27 volts. It should just kind of stop maybe around, it should stop right now because according to this, it says 27.1. So yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm trying to see if we can get it to charge more, but not get that high voltage error, is what I'm gonna say. Yep, it's a learning process. All right, here we go. Okay, it's been about half an hour and it's nearly at 27 volts and it's charging at 17 amps. Yeah, so it went down from like 20 to like 16 to, I'd imagine it's just gonna start going closer and closer down to like 0 amps. Okay, so it's trying to keep the voltage around this area. That's what I want to say. Okay, 20. We're nearly there, and according to the grow watt, it's the inverter. It says it's 27.2 already, so it's already gone over a little bit. So okay, well, when that gets over 27, well, we'll see what happens. My guess is that when it gets like, it'll go down to like 1 amp at some point, or 0 amps. I feel bad because we're wasting precious solar power right now. I could be charging my car, but I want to conduct this experiment. Okay, well, but the good thing is we haven't had any kind of fault light or anything, so I think maybe the problem was maybe the bulk charge is too high. Maybe just the voltage is trying to cram too much voltage into the battery like all of a sudden. So maybe that was what fixed it. So the way it is I guess it switches over to the float charging sooner, is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I think that's what happens. I'm not sure, but I don't exactly watch it, you know. All right, here's we go. Okay, so it's been another, like, I don't know, half an hour, I guess, and now it's down to 4 amps, all right, as you can see, and it's now 27 volts. All right, I think you don't want it to be more than like 28 or something. Well, right here it says 27%. 27 is 100%. Okay, I think, let me see. Okay, so for my BMS here, right, you want to keep the BMS happy, right? It says that over voltage is 0.375 volts. What's 0.375? Let me see. Sorry, I meant 3.75. It's 30 volts, so that's a lot already. It's definitely not putting out that much. All right. So I think we could go even higher, to tell you the truth. It says the max charge voltage is 29.2, so you should probably keep it under that. So I think that 28.8 was fine. I think the settings I had were fine. I don't know why it's doing this, guys, so it's kind of, but anyway, we want to keep it conservative. I don't think we want to charge it to like 100% all the time anyways, so I think this is what we're going to go with. All right. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm just going to start plug my car in now. We're just wasting electricity now. Okay. Yeah, so it's like it's not doing much right now. It's only charging at 4 amps, so, and it's like 99.6%. So I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't do this again. Maybe it could be the bulk charge was too high. I'm not sure, but We'll see. I'm not really sure what voltage it switches from bulk charge to float charge. Alright. But float charge is basically a trickle charge. It's just trying to keep it topped off. Alright, zooming out. I guess that's it for now. I'll let you guys know what happens in the future if I get that fault error again. Alright, zooming out. Okay, I got the car plugged in, and it's now charging at like, well, it's pulling like about 800, 900 watts, and it's got a 30 amp discharge. It should be closer to like 50 amps, so I guess some of that solar power is going towards the charging. Okay. Alright, I'll just leave it like that for a while. Alright, here's me go. It's at 99%.